Welcome to a journey across the globe where history whispers secrets, stones defy logic, and the past dares you to figure it out. We're counting down the 30 most mysterious monuments that'll make you pack your bags, or at least your curiosity. These aren't your average tourist traps. They're enigmas wrapped in stone, metal, and legend. Let's dive in. Number 30. The Moraki Boulders, New Zealand. Picture this. Giant spherical rocks, some over 6 feet wide, scattered along a beach like a dragon dropped its eggs and forgot about them. Scientists say they're concretions, formed millions of years ago from sediment. Locals? They'll tell you they're eel baskets left by ancient Maori gods. Either way, they're weird, they're cool, and they're begging for a photo. Number 29. The Thornborough Henges, England. 3 massive circular earthworks, perfectly aligned, stretching over half a mile. Built 5,000 years ago, they're called Britain's Stonehenge wannabes, but with less hype and more mystery. Were they ceremonial? Astronomical? A prehistoric party spot? No one knows, but their eerie symmetry will make you wonder. Number 28. The Yonaguni Monument, Japan. Underwater pyramids off the coast of Yonaguni Island. Sharp edges, steps, terraces, all submerged like an ancient city swallowed by the sea. Divers found it in the 1980s, and the debate's been raging since. Natural rock formation or a lost civilization? Swim down and decide for yourself. Number 27. The Georgia Guidestones, USA. A modern mystery in Georgia's countryside. 6 granite slabs, 19 feet tall, inscribed with cryptic commandments in 8 languages. Built in 1979 by a guy no one can trace, they preach population control and unity. Conspiracy buffs call it a New World Order blueprint. Locals just call it creepy. Number 26. The Gothic Circle, Germany. A 7,000-year-old wooden ring with gaps that line up with the winter solstice. It's Europe's oldest solar observatory, or maybe a ritual site where ancient Germans threw wild pagan parties. The vibe's spooky, the history's fuzzy, and the views are worth the hike. Number 25. The Nazca Lines, Peru. Giant desert sketches, monkeys, spiders, hummingbirds, etched into the earth 2,000 years ago, so big you can only see them from the sky. How'd they do it without planes? Why'd they bother? Aliens, gods, or just bored artists? Hop in a Cessna and ponder the madness. Number 24. The Carnac Stones, France. Over 3,000 standing stones, some 13 feet tall, lined up in rows across Brittany like a prehistoric army frozen mid-March. Legends say they're Roman soldiers turned to stone by a wizard. Archaeologists say they're 6,000 years old and maybe a calendar. Either way, it's a stone-cold puzzle. Number 23. The Devil's Tower, USA. A massive rock stump in Wyoming, 867 feet of sheer basalt columns rising like nature's middle finger to gravity. Native tribes say a giant bear clawed it into being. Geologists argue it's a volcanic plug. Spielberg put it in a movie. Go climb it, or just stare in awe. Number 22. The Dolmens of Antequera, Spain. 3 ancient tombs, one with a slab weighing 180 tons, hauled and placed 5,000 years ago by people with no machinery. How? Why? They're aligned with the solstice, so maybe it's cosmic. Or maybe it's just a flex from the Stone Age. Number 21. The Lashan Giant Buddha, China. A 233-foot Buddha carved into a cliff 1,300 years ago, staring down at a river like he owns it. Monks built it to calm the waters, and it worked. Coincidence? Magic? The mossy toes and serene face make it a must-see. Number 20. The Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. Sprawling stone ruins from the 11th century, towers, walls, no mortar. A medieval African kingdom thrived here, but why'd they vanish? Treasure hunters looted it, archaeologists scratched their heads, and the mystery endures. Number 19. The Hagar Key Temples, Malta. Chunky limestone temples, 5,500 years old, with doorways to nowhere and altars that hint at bloody rituals. They're older than the pyramids, aligned with the stars, and totally unexplained. Malta's tiny, but its secrets are huge. Number 18. The Plain of Jars, Laos. Hundreds of giant stone jars, some 10 feet tall, scattered across a plateau like a giant's picnic gone wrong. They're 2,000 years old, burial urns, maybe, or rice wine vats. War and jungle kept them hidden. Now they're yours to explore. Number 17. The underwater city of Dwarka, India. Ruins submerged off Gujarat's coast, walls, pillars, statues, linked to Lord Krishna's mythic city from 9,000 years ago. Divers found it in the 1980s. Science says it's natural. Legends say it's divine. You pick. Number 16. The Easter Island Moai, Chile. Nearly 1,000 stone giants, up to 33 feet tall, staring inland with grumpy faces. Carved 800 years ago, hauled miles by a people who later vanished, or did they? The statues aren't talking, but they're hypnotic. Number 15. The Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. Perfectly round stone balls, some 8 feet wide, littering jungles and farms. Made 1,500 years ago by a culture we barely know. Were they symbols? Tools? Alien bowling balls? They're weirdly flawless and totally baffling. Number 14. The Longyu Caves, China. 24 man-made caves, carved 2,000 years ago with precision tools no one's found. Pillars, staircases, and zero records of who or why. It's like an ancient architect went rogue and vanished. Number 13. The Petra Treasury, Jordan. A jaw-dropping facade carved into pink cliffs 2,000 years ago by the Nabateans. Was it a tomb? A temple? A movie set for Indiana Jones? The desert hides its secrets, but the beauty's in plain sight. Number 12. The Gigantia Temples, Malta. Another Maltese marvel. 5,300-year-old megaliths, built by a culture obsessed with fertility. Giant goddess statues hint at wild rituals. How'd they move 50-ton stones? No clue, but the vibes are primal. Number 11. The Chichen Itza Pyramid, Mexico. A Mayan masterpiece with 365 steps, one for each day. Clap your hands, and it echoes like a serpent's hiss. Twice a year, a shadow snake slithers down. Math, magic, or both? You decide. Number 10. The Borobudur Temple, Indonesia. A 9th century Buddhist wonder, 72 stupas, 500 statues, layered like a cosmic mountain. Abandoned for centuries, reclaimed by jungle, now a riddle of faith and fog. Number 9. The Ellora Caves, India. 34 rock-cut temples, carved 1,400 years ago, Hindu, Buddhist, Jain, all mashed together. One cave took 200 years. Why here? Why so perfect? It's a religious fever dream in stone. Number 8. The Machu Picchu Citadel, Peru. Incan city in the clouds, built in the 1400s, abandoned, and lost until 1911. No wheels, no iron, just genius stonework. Was it a retreat? A fortress? The Andes keep its secrets. Number 7. The Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. 12,000-year-old T-shaped pillars with carved animals, built before farming, before cities. Hunters made this? Why? It flips history upside down and dares you to rethink everything. Number 6. The Angkor Wat, Cambodia. A 12th century Hindu temple turned Buddhist, sprawling over 400 acres with towers like lotus buds. Why so big? Why abandoned? The jungle swallowed it once, now it's yours to unravel. Number 5. The Great Sphinx, Egypt. Half lion, half human, guarding Giza for 4,500 years. Who built it? Why's its face chipped? Was it older than the pyramids? Sand and time bury the answers. Number 4. The Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Three giants, perfectly aligned with Orion's belt, built 4,600 years ago. No blueprints, no wheels, just millions of tons of stone. Tombs? Power plants? Alien landing pads? Pick your theory. Number 3. The Parthenon, Greece. A 2,500-year-old temple atop Athens, defying earthquakes and wars. Dedicated to Athena, but why so flawless? Looted, bombed, still stunning, its perfection haunts. Number 2. The Taj Mahal, India. A 17th-century marble tomb for a king's wife, symmetrical to a fault, glowing at dawn. Built by 20,000 workers, no expense spared. Love story or obsession? It's almost too beautiful to be real. Number 1. Stonehenge, England. The king of mysteries, 5,000-year-old stones, some hauled 200 miles, aligned with the solstice. Druids? Aliens? A cosmic clock? Theories pile up, but the silence of the Salisbury Plain keeps us guessing. There you have it. 30 monuments that twist your brain and tug at your wanderlust. From underwater ruins to sky-high pyramids, these places prove the world's weirder than we'll ever know. Where are you headed first? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel inspiration.